That is a line of small salutes. Farther up the hill, you'll see all the wooden poles sticking up out of the ground. Those are very large salutes. That's a large mascaletta. So there are if we know what we're looking at, we can recognize what's out in the field, but quite often a lot of that looks real foreign to people who are not familiar with all the devices. The concrete walls you see out there are there for your protection and our protection. The large mortars that we'll be firing shells out of, those concrete barriers protect any fallout, any debris from those shells as they're fired from getting anywhere toward us in the audience. The large tower you see to the right with the two aluminum armed frames on them, that's called a chromatrope. That will be fired about 7:30, 8 o'clock as it gets dark. That's a chromatrope, which is just a stationary turning wheel device that creates nice patterns in the sky. If you look to the right, the green circular frames you can see up on poles out there to the right of the large mascaletta, those we call girondolas. Those spin and fly into the sky. When you see something spinning and flying into the sky, that's being launched off those poles. So there are a lot of different types of devices out there in addition to all the aerial shells you'll see tonight that are fired out of the mortars out there. So there's a wide variety of handmade devices that many of us have spent hours, weeks, even this whole year building and preparing to display here at OzFest. So we're really happy to have a venue like this to come to and display what we are so passionately building in our fireworks shops. If you look farther up the hill to the left, you will see what looks like an orange snowman. And in a little while, you will see what that orange snowman can manage to do pyrotechnically. That is a very special effect up there. So when we say look for the orange snowman up to the left, that's what you'll be looking for up there. Out in the field, you see diagonally braced sections, we call them pods or sections of racks. Those are for tomorrow night's display, which will be more of a choreographed display to music that the Shannons have built, almost all hand-built product for to shoot tomorrow night. Tonight's display is more of a demonstration of individual devices, somewhat choreographed, but there will be no music behind it. Tomorrow night will be a choreographed display with a musical soundtrack, and will be more what most people expect to see from a traditional fireworks display. But all those racks you see with diagonal braces out there, those will be loaded with shells tomorrow night for that display. So that gives you a little bit of a sense of what you're looking at out in the field that, quite honestly, when people show up to a fireworks display, they don't normally see. There are some very large rockets out there. If you're used to looking at Class C 1.4 consumer rockets that you can hold in your hand, there are some rockets out there that have what we call headings, which is the large device that sits on top of the rocket motor. Some of those headings on those rockets out in the field are almost as large as gallon paint cans. So those are very large rockets that you will not see. Typically you won't see those in a commercial display if you go to one in a town or something like that. Those are typically saved for special displays like this. So there are racks of very large rockets out there as well. So that's sort of an overview of what you're looking at out in the field. I'll hand this back to Connie.
We are ready to go? Okay. Do you want any? Okay, we are ready to go. So, the pumpkin's going to go first. And then I'm telling you, hold your ears for the pumpkin and everything else. Oh, okay. And the pumpkins were donated by Chris Stevens of the Butcher Shop. You all know that. I don't know that because I'm from Connecticut. But so the pumpkins are going to go first, and then we go into daytime. Hang on, folks. Here we go. pumpkins. when the smoke clears, there's nothing left. Okay, you ready, guys?
Okay.
Yeah, did everybody hear that? Woo!
Starting from the right. Oh, look at that.
Watch your eyes. Keep your eyes down.
Is it on your video?
Yeah, it's on.
Is it getting it?
It's getting as good as it can get, I think.
I missed the first ones.
That's not gonna hurt you. That was unexpected.
I don't know whether to hold my camera like this or the other way.
needs her mom.
Yeah, Caleb, we need you up at the motorcycle.
It's still recording. Is it still recording? Yeah, I am.
What's,
Hey, Caleb, we need you up here. Can you come up? Caleb!
the pumpkins are gone.
Are you wiping them off your...
Yeah, maybe not pumpkin, but ash.
Yeah. Yeah, the first ones, when those big ones, I wasn't expecting the big ones to go off. Like, I was doing this and it's like, should I do it this way? This way? I think I missed the whole thing.
That's pretty cool to see the fire going up in the air.
Yes.
In the field right now, so we're just going to have a quick pause, but we'll be back at you shortly.